I'm Natasha, your host for today. If you're new here, I want to let you know that we upload a new English learning video every single day on this channel to help you improve your English faster and more naturally. In today's episode, we are going to practice something powerful, something that can dramatically improve your fluency, pronunciation, and confidence in English: shadowing practice. Shadowing is a method where you listen to natural English and repeat it immediately, just like an echo. It trains your brain to think in English, helps your mouth get used to speaking smoothly, and teaches you to pick up the rhythm and tone of real conversations. In this lesson, you won't just sit and listen. You'll speak with me, repeat after me, and follow along with daily life examples that will help you learn to speak English the way it's actually spoken by native speakers, whether you're just starting out or already know some English. Shadowing is a great way to improve your speaking and listening at the same time. By the end of this video, you'll feel more confident, more fluent, and more in control of your English. Before we jump into our practice, make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon if you want more helpful English learning videos like this one. So, grab a pen and paper if you like, take a deep breath, and get ready to shadow with me. Great. Let's begin with our shadowing practice. I will speak slowly and clearly, and you will repeat after me. If this is your first time shadowing, don't worry. Just try your best to listen carefully and repeat what I say right after me. We will start with simple sentences and daily life expressions that you can use every day. You will repeat them aloud. This will train your ears to hear natural English and your tongue to speak it more smoothly. Let's begin with a morning routine. I will say the sentence, then pause, and you repeat it. Are you ready? Let's begin. I wake up at 7 in the morning. I brush my teeth. I take a shower. I get dressed for the day. I make a cup of tea. I eat my breakfast. I check my phone. I leave the house. I go to work by bus. I arrive at the office at 9 o'clock. I start my work. I reply to emails. I talk to my colleagues. I attend a meeting. I take a short break. I eat lunch at 1 p.m. I return to my desk. I finish my work by 5 p.m. I pack my bag. I leave the office. I walk to the bus stop. I go home. I relax on the sofa. I watch a movie. I cook dinner. I eat with my family. I wash the dishes. I take a shower. I read a book. I go to bed at 10. Now let's go back and practice the same sentences with a little more speed and flow. Repeat after me again. I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth. I take a shower. I get dressed. I make tea. I eat breakfast. I check my phone. I leave the house. I take the bus to work. I reach the office at 9. I start working. I answer emails. I talk with coworkers. I join a meeting. I take a break. I eat lunch. I go back to work. I finish at 5. I leave the office. I take the bus home. I relax. I watch a movie. I cook dinner. I eat with my family. I wash dishes. I shower. I read a book. I sleep at 10. Now that we've practiced daily routine, let's try some real-life conversations that you might hear or use in your day. Repeat after me and try to feel the rhythm of how people talk in real situations. Hi, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. What about you? I'm good, just a bit tired. Did you sleep late? Yes, I was watching a movie. Which movie did you watch? I watched a comedy. That sounds fun. It was really funny. I laughed a lot. Maybe I'll watch it too. You should. It's worth it. Let's try another one. Hey, are you free this weekend? I think so. Why? Want to go to the mall? Sure. What time? Maybe around 3? Sounds good. Should we take the bus or drive? Let's take the bus. Okay, see you on Saturday. See you then. Shadowing short conversations like this helps you practice the back and forth nature of English. It also helps you learn common expressions and questions that you'll need in real life. Let's do another one. Hello, I'd like to order a coffee. Sure. What kind of coffee would you like? One cappuccino, please. Would you like it hot or iced? Hot, please. Would you like sugar? No sugar, thank you. Okay, your total is $4. Here you go. Thank you. Your coffee will be ready soon. Now we'll practice a conversation at the supermarket. Excuse me, where can I find the milk? Aisle 5, on the right. Thank you. Do you sell fresh bread? Yes, it's near the front. Great, I'll take one loaf. Would you like a bag? Yes, please. That'll be $6. Here you go. Have a nice day. You too. Now let's add shadowing practice with more natural speed and tone. Try to keep up as best as you can. Remember, the goal is not perfection. It's to train your mouth and ears to work together. So let's try again. I wake up, I brush my teeth, I take a shower, I get dressed, I make some tea, I eat breakfast, I check my messages, I leave home, I go to work, I talk to coworkers, I write emails, I take lunch, I finish work, I come home, I relax, I watch a show, I make dinner, I eat with my family, I clean the kitchen, I take a shower, I go to bed. Let's do one more round, with more emotion. Listen carefully and repeat. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. You? Not bad, just tired. Long day? Yeah, lots of meetings. Same here. Want to grab a coffee later? Sure, I'd love that. Practicing emotional tone is important too. In real life, we don't speak like robots. We show feelings through our voice, excitement, tiredness, happiness, surprise. Shadowing helps you learn how to sound more natural by copying real expressions with emotion. Now let's go into a mini story. I'll tell you a short story. You'll repeat each sentence after me. Ready? Okay. Sarah is a college student. She lives in New York. Every morning, she wakes up at 6. She goes for a run in the park. Then she takes a shower. She makes oatmeal for breakfast. She catches the subway to her university. She attends her classes. She takes notes. She meets her friends at lunch. They talk and laugh. After class, she studies in the library. She returns home at 6. She cooks pasta for dinner. She watches a documentary. She goes to bed early. That's Sarah's day. Now let's shadow the story again, with less pause and more flow. Sarah's a student in New York. She wakes up early and runs in the park. She showers, eats oatmeal, and takes the subway. She attends class, meets friends, and studies. She goes home, eats dinner, watches TV, and sleeps. Short stories like these help you practice long sentences and daily vocabulary. They also help you remember natural sentence patterns. Let's do another short routine with a new character now. Let's continue our shadowing practice with another short story. This time, we'll follow a young man named Jason, who works as a delivery driver. Repeat after me and try to keep your voice as natural as possible. Jason wakes up at 6:30 every morning. He turns off his alarm. He stretches and yawns. He takes a quick shower. He puts on his uniform. He eats toast and drinks coffee. He checks his delivery schedule on his phone. He grabs his keys and heads to his van. He starts his engine. He drives to the warehouse. He picks up the packages for the day. He loads them carefully into his van. He checks his delivery route. He puts on his seatbelt and starts driving. He listens to the radio as he drives. He delivers packages to houses and offices. He greets customers politely. He sometimes chats for a minute. He takes photos as proof of delivery. He eats lunch at a food truck. He continues with his deliveries until 5 p.m. He returns the van to the warehouse. He signs out for the day. He drives his car home. He takes a shower and relaxes. He eats dinner with his parents. He watches a TV show. He goes to bed at 10. Now, let's repeat Jason's routine more fluently. Jason wakes up early. He gets ready quickly. He checks his schedule. He grabs his keys. He goes to the warehouse. He loads his packages. He checks his route. He starts delivering. He greets people. He takes photos. He eats lunch. He finishes his deliveries. He signs out. He goes home. He relaxes. He eats dinner. He goes to bed. Shadowing helps you memorize common sentence structures naturally. Now, let's work on some practice dialogues. These will help you respond to everyday questions and get used to short conversations. Repeat after me. What time do you wake up? I wake up at 6:30. Do you eat breakfast every day? Yes, I usually eat toast and eggs. What do you do after breakfast? I get ready for work and check my schedule. How do you get to work? I drive my van. What do you do at work? I deliver packages. When do you take lunch? Around 1 p.m. Where do you eat? Usually at a food truck. What time do you finish work? I finish around 5. What do you do in the evening? I relax, eat dinner, and watch TV. These simple questions and answers are the foundation of conversation. Shadow them with me one more time with speed and rhythm. What time do you wake up? 6:30. Do you eat breakfast? Yes, toast and eggs. What do you do after? Get ready and check my schedule. How do you go to work? I drive. What do you do at work? Deliver packages. When do you eat? At 1. Where? At a food truck. When do you finish? Around 5. What do you do in the evening? Relax, eat, and watch TV. Now let's practice a different scene. At the train station. You'll hear natural dialogue between two people. Repeat each line after me. Excuse me, does this train go to Central Station? Yes, it does. What time does it arrive? Around 10:45. Thank you. Is this the right platform? Yes, you're in the right place. Great, thanks again. You're welcome. Safe travels. Let's do it again with emotion and fluency. Excuse me, does this train go to Central? Yes, it does. What time does it get there? Around 10:45. Thanks. Is this the right platform? Yes, it is. Perfect. Thanks again. No problem. Safe travels. Shadowing with emotion helps you sound more like a native speaker. Now let's try a short exercise in the grocery store. I'll say the conversation. You repeat after me. Hi, can I help you find something? Yes, I'm looking for rice. It's in aisle 3. Thank you. Do you also have almond milk? Yes, it's in the dairy section. Great, I'll go check. Let me know if you need anything else. Thanks, I will. Let's try one more time, but faster. Hi, need help? Yeah, where's the rice? Aisle 3, thanks. Got almond milk? Dairy section? Great, thanks. Anytime. You're doing great so far. Let's move into a new mini story to continue our shadowing practice. This one is about a girl named Lila who works at a bookstore. Lila starts her day at 8 a.m. She walks to the bookstore from her apartment. She enjoys the fresh morning air. When she arrives, she unlocks the door and turns on the lights. She checks the cash register. She arranges new books on the shelves. She sweeps the floor and prepares the reading area. Customers begin arriving at 9. She helps them find books. She recommends new arrivals. She rings up purchases at the counter. She answers phone calls. She takes a break at noon. She eats a sandwich and drinks iced tea. After lunch, she restocks books. She checks the inventory list. She chats with a regular customer about mystery novels. She writes a small book review to post on the store board. At 6 p.m., she closes the register. She counts the cash. She turns off the lights and locks the door. She walks home, tired but happy. Now repeat Lila's day with me in smoother sentences. Lila walks to work. She opens the bookstore. She sets things up. Customers come in. She helps them. She sells books. She takes a break. She eats lunch. She restocks shelves. She chats with customers. She closes the shop. She walks home. Mini stories like this help you think in full sentences. They also give you context, which makes learning easier. Let's finish this part with a few more shadowing questions and answers. What does Lila do? She works at a bookstore. What time does she start? At 8 a.m. How does she go to work? She walks. What does she do in the morning? She prepares the store. What does she do at lunch? She eats and takes a break. What time does she go home? At 6 p.m. Now repeat those again with rhythm. What's her job? Bookstore clerk. When does she start? 8 a.m. How does she go? She walks. What's her morning like? Busy. What about lunch? Eats a sandwich. What time home? 6 p.m. You're making excellent progress. Keep your voice relaxed and confident as you shadow. You're not just learning words. You're building speaking habits that will stay with you. The more you do it, the more natural English will feel. Let's continue our shadowing journey with a new story. This time, about a woman named Emma who works in a hospital as a nurse. You'll repeat each sentence after me, and we'll focus on fluency, pronunciation, and natural sentence flow. Emma wakes up at 5 a.m. She takes a quick shower. She puts on her uniform. She eats a small breakfast. She packs her lunch. She leaves her apartment at 6. She drives to the hospital. She arrives by 6:30. She greets the receptionist. She checks the patient list. She walks into the ward. She greets the patients with a smile. She checks their vital signs. She gives them medicine. She listens to their needs. She speaks to the doctor. She updates patient charts. She helps with small procedures. She assists in emergencies. She eats lunch in the break room. She takes a short rest. She goes back to work. She helps more patients. She speaks kindly and calmly. Her shift ends at 6 p.m. She hands over her report. She changes her clothes. She drives home. She takes a shower. She eats dinner. She watches a cooking show. She goes to bed early. Now let's do the same routine with smoother flow. Emma wakes up early. She showers and gets ready. She eats a small meal. She packs lunch. She drives to work. She checks her patient list. She walks through the ward. She greets everyone kindly. She gives medicine. She updates charts. She helps with care. She takes a break. She goes back to work. She finishes by 6. She drives home. She relaxes. She eats. She sleeps early. Let's do a small Q&A shadowing practice from Emma's routine. What does Emma do? She's a nurse. What time does she wake up? At 5 a.m. How does she go to work? She drives. Where does she work? At a hospital. What does she do there? She helps patients. What time does her shift end? At 6 p.m. What does she do after work? She eats and relaxes. When does she sleep? Early. Now, repeat it with shorter answers. Job, nurse, wake up time, 5, go to work, drive, workplace, hospital. Duties, patient care, shift ends, 6, after work, dinner and relax, sleep time, early. Next, let's shadow a dialogue from a hospital scene. This will help you build your vocabulary and comfort with medical-related conversations. Repeat after me. Hello, I'm your nurse today. How are you feeling? I feel a bit tired. Did you sleep well last night? Not really. I had some pain. Where's the pain? In my lower back. I'll let the doctor know. Thank you. Can I have some water? Of course. I'll bring it now. Now, let's try that again with natural flow. Hi, I'm your nurse. How are you today? A little tired. Did you sleep okay? Not much. Had some pain. Where exactly? Lower back. I'll tell the doctor. Thanks. Can I get some water? Sure. I'll bring it now. Shadowing these mini dialogues trains your ears to understand how English sounds when it's relaxed and trains your mouth to speak it smoothly. Let's go to another everyday topic. Eating at a restaurant. Repeat after me. Hello. Welcome to our restaurant. Table for one, please. Right this way. Can I see the menu? Of course. Are you ready to order? Yes. I'll have the chicken salad. Would you like a drink? Just water, please. Anything else? No, that's all. Your food will be ready shortly. Thank you. Let's repeat that faster. Hi, welcome. Table for one? Yes. Follow me. Here's the menu. Ready to order? Chicken salad, please. Drink? Just water? Anything else? That's it. Food will be ready soon. Thanks. Let's now go into a story of a high school student named Kevin. Kevin is 16 years old. He wakes up at 7 a.m. He takes a shower. He eats cereal for breakfast. He packs his school bag. He leaves home at 7:45. He takes the school bus. He arrives at school by 8:15. He goes to his locker. He grabs his books. His first class is math. He listens carefully. He takes notes. Next, he has science. Then he goes to English class. He eats lunch with friends. They talk and laugh. After lunch, he attends history and gym. At 3 p.m., school ends. He takes the bus home. He changes clothes. He eats a snack. He does homework. He plays video games. He eats dinner with his family. He studies for a test. He goes to bed at 10 p.m. Now let's repeat that with a natural rhythm. Kevin wakes up at 7. He showers, eats cereal, and packs his bag. He leaves at 7:45. He takes the bus. He reaches school at 8:15. He goes to class. He studies math, science, and English. He eats lunch with friends. He finishes with history and gym. He goes home. He relaxes. He does homework. He eats dinner. He studies and goes to bed. Let's do quick Q&A shadowing for Kevin. Who is Kevin? A student. How old is he? 16. What time does he wake up? 7 a.m. How does he get to school? By bus. What's his first class? Math? When does school end? 3 p.m. What does he do after? Homework and games. What time does he sleep? 10 p.m. Now let's shift the practice to polite conversation shadowing. These are useful in many real-life situations. Repeat after me. Excuse me, may I ask a question? Sure, go ahead. Where is the nearest ATM? Just around the corner. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Have a nice day. You too. Now with more speed and emotion. Excuse me, can I ask something? Sure. Where's the ATM? Around the corner. Thanks. No problem. Have a great day. You too. Let's do a travel scenario. Hi, I'd like to check in. May I see your passport? Yes, here it is. How many bags are you checking? Just one. Do you have any hand luggage? Yes, one backpack. Here's your boarding pass. Thank you. Now faster. Hi, checking in. Passport, please. Here you go. Bags to check? 1. Hand luggage? Backpack. Here's your pass. Thanks. As you repeat these dialogues, pay attention to stress and intonation. English has a musical quality. Some words are stressed, others are soft. Shadowing helps you copy this music and sound more natural. Keep practicing daily routines, short answers, emotional tone, and everyday conversations. This will build your fluency step by step. Let's continue building your speaking rhythm and fluency with more realistic and helpful examples. Now we'll explore common travel-related phrases and daily communication that you can shadow along with me. These examples are helpful whether you're planning a trip, talking with friends, or just practicing your English in everyday situations. As always, repeat each sentence after me and focus on your pronunciation and flow. Let's begin with a travel conversation. Hi, I need a taxi to the airport. Sure, when do you want it? Tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. What's your address? 22 Oakwood Street. And your name? Rachel Green. Okay, the taxi will arrive at 5:50. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Now let's repeat it naturally. Hi, need a taxi. To the airport? Yes, tomorrow at 6. Your address? 22 Oakwood. Name? Rachel Green. Got it. Taxi at 5:50. Thanks. You're welcome. Let's practice some common airport announcements. Repeat after me. Flight 218 to London is now boarding at Gate 7. All passengers should proceed to the gate. Please have your passport and boarding pass ready. Final call for Flight 102 to New York. If you are on this flight, go to Gate 12 now. Attention all passengers. Due to weather conditions, some flights may be delayed. Please check the screens for updated information. Now shadow them with more rhythm. London Flight 218 boarding at Gate 7. Please go to the gate now. Have your passport and boarding pass. Final call, Flight 102 to New York. Gate 12. Weather delay possible. Check screens for info. These phrases help you feel confident when traveling. Next, let's practice polite questions in daily life. These will help you when asking for help or giving directions. Repeat after me. Can you help me find this address? Sure. What's the name of the street? It's Maple Street. Go straight and turn left. Is it far from here? No, just 5 minutes by foot. Thank you so much. Anytime. Now again, but faster. Can you help me? What's the street? Maple. Go straight, then left. Is it far? 5 minutes? Thanks a lot. No problem. Let's shadow some friendly introductions. Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you. Hi, Alex. I'm Jordan. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. And you? I'm from Australia. Cool. What do you do? I'm a student. That's great. Let's repeat more naturally. Hey, I'm Alex. Jordan. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? Canada. You? Australia. Nice. What do you do? Student. Cool. Now let's go into a new story to practice longer sentence structure. This story is about Lisa, a young woman who works from home. Lisa is a graphic designer. She works for a company in another city. She lives in a small apartment. Her job is remote, so she works from home. She starts her day at 8 a.m. She makes coffee and opens her laptop. She checks emails and replies to messages. She starts working on her design projects. She takes a break at 11 to stretch. She eats a light lunch around noon. She attends a video meeting with her team. In the afternoon, she works on a new presentation. She listens to soft music while she works. She takes another short break at 3 p.m. She finishes her tasks by 5. She closes her laptop and cleans her desk. In the evening, she goes for a walk. She talks with her neighbor. She comes home and makes dinner. She watches a show and reads a book. She goes to bed at 10. Now repeat Lisa's story in a more fluent tone. Lisa works from home. She starts at 8. She checks emails, works on designs, takes breaks, eats lunch, and joins meetings. She finishes by 5. In the evening, she walks, talks with neighbors, eats dinner, watches TV, and reads before sleeping. Let's go over questions and answers from Lisa's story. What does Lisa do? She's a graphic designer. Where does she work? From home. What time does she start? At 8 a.m. What does she do in the morning? Email and design. When does she take lunch? Around noon. What about the afternoon? More work and meetings. What does she do in the evening? Walks, eats, relaxes. When does she sleep? At 10. Now quicker answers. Job, designer, work location, home, start time, 8, morning, emails, lunch, noon, afternoon, projects, evening, relax, sleep. 10. Let's practice a dialogue about ordering online. Hello, I'd like to place an order. Sure, what would you like? One blue t-shirt, size medium. Okay, anything else? Yes, a pair of black sneakers, size 9. Got it. Where should we deliver? 15 Green Lane. You'll get it in 3 to 5 days. Thank you. Again, with more fluency. Hi, I want to order. What would you like? Blue t-shirt, medium. Anything more? Black sneakers, size 9. Delivery address? 15 Green Lane. Delivery time? 3 to 5 days. Thanks. Now let's go into a short day in the life of a college student named Ben. Ben wakes up at 6:45. He goes jogging for 30 minutes. He comes back and showers. He eats eggs and toast. He leaves for college by 8. His first class is economics. He takes notes and listens. After class, he goes to the cafeteria. He eats with his classmates. They talk about the upcoming exam. In the afternoon, he attends literature and biology. He visits the library to study. He finishes homework before going home. At home, he rests and plays guitar. He eats pasta for dinner. He studies for 1 more hour. He sleeps at 11. Now repeat it with less pause. Ben jogs in the morning. He eats and heads to college. He studies economics, eats lunch with classmates, attends classes, studies more, then rests. He plays guitar, eats dinner, studies more, and sleeps. Let's practice short answers about Ben. What time does Ben wake up? 6:45. What does he do first? Jog. What does he eat? Eggs and toast. What's his first class? Economics. Who does he eat lunch with? Classmates. What does he do in the library? Study. What does he do at home? Rest, play guitar, study. When does he sleep? 11. Let's wrap up this part with shadowing sentences for everyday encouragement. Repeat after me. You're doing a great job. Keep practicing every day. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Speaking gets easier with time. Listen carefully and repeat often. You can speak English fluently. Believe in yourself. Your confidence will grow. Step by step, you're improving. Now again, but more naturally. Great job. Keep going. Don't worry about mistakes. Speaking gets easier. Listen and repeat. You'll speak fluently. Believe it. Your confidence will grow. You're getting better every day. You're doing a fantastic job so far. And it's time to continue practicing with more real-world examples. Now, we will explore how to shadow in different situations, such as going shopping, asking for help, talking with friends, and even handling phone conversations. These are everyday things you might do. And by repeating these dialogues, your English will start to feel more natural and automatic. As always, listen carefully, repeat with me, and focus on your tone and pronunciation. Let's start with a shopping scene. Hello, can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a jacket. What kind of jacket are you looking for? Something warm, maybe for winter. We have some nice ones over here. What size do you wear? Medium. Here's a medium. You can try it on. Okay, thank you. It fits well. I'll take it. Would you like to pay by card or cash? Card, please. Great, you're all set. Thanks. Have a good day. You too. Now repeat with more fluency and natural flow. Hi, can I help you? Looking for a jacket? Winter jacket? Yes. Here's one. What size? Medium. Try this. Fits great. I'll buy it. Card or cash? Card. All done. Thanks. You too. Next, let's go through a few more practical sentences you can shadow and practice in daily life. Do you have this in another color? What time do you open? How much does this cost? Can I try this on? Where's the fitting room? Can I return this if it doesn't fit? I'm just looking, thank you. These are common things you say while shopping. Repeat them with me again. Do you have this in blue? What time do you close? How much is it? Can I try it on? Where's the fitting room? Can I return it? Just looking, thanks. Now let's shadow a friendly phone conversation. Hello? Hi, is this John? Yes, who's this? It's Rachel. We met at the meeting yesterday. Oh, yes, hi Rachel. How are you? I'm good, thank you. I was wondering if you're free for lunch tomorrow? That sounds great. What time? Around 1? Perfect. See you then. See you. Repeat the same with a more natural tone. Hello? Hi, John? Yes. Rachel here, from the meeting. Oh, hi. How's it going? Good. Free for lunch tomorrow? Sure. Time? 1 o'clock? Perfect. See you? Bye. Let's move into another daily conversation. Asking for directions. Excuse me, can you help me? Sure. I'm trying to find the post office. Go straight and turn left at the traffic light. Is it far from here? About 10 minutes on foot. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Now let's go faster. Excuse me, need help? Yes, post office? Straight, then left. Far? 10 minutes walking. Thanks. You're welcome. We're going to practice a mini story about a woman named Priya who works in a bakery. Priya wakes up early at 4 a.m. She washes her face and gets dressed. She walks to the bakery, which is only a few blocks away. She opens the store and turns on the lights. She puts on her apron. She starts mixing flour and sugar. She bakes fresh bread and cookies. The smell fills the shop. She prepares coffee for the early customers. The first customer walks in at 6. She smiles and serves him a croissant and coffee. More customers arrive. She takes orders, gives change, and chats with regulars. She enjoys talking to people. At 11 a.m., she takes a short break and eats a sandwich. Then she returns to the counter. She restocks shelves and cleans the counters. At 3 p.m., she closes the bakery and counts the cash. She walks home and takes a short nap. In the evening, she cooks dinner and watches a movie with her sister. Now repeat Priya's day with smoother flow. Priya wakes at 4, gets dressed, and walks to the bakery. She bakes bread, serves coffee, chats with customers, and takes a break. She closes at 3, goes home, rests, eats, and watches a movie. Let's shadow some short questions from her story. What time does Priya wake up? 4 a.m. Where does she work? In a bakery? What does she bake? Bread and cookies. What time does she open the shop? 6 a.m. What does she do at noon? Takes a short break. When does she close? 3 p.m. What does she do in the evening? Cooks and watches a movie. Now repeat with short answers. Wake up. 4. Workplace. Bakery. Bake. Bread. Open time. 6. Break. Noon. Close. 3. Evening. Dinner and movie. Let's move on to common expressions used in restaurants. Repeat after me. Can I see the menu, please? What do you recommend? I'd like the pasta. Can I have this without onions? I'm allergic to nuts. Could I get a glass of water? The food is delicious. May I have the bill, please? Can I pay with a card? Keep the change. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Now again with more flow. Menu, please. Any recommendations? I'll take the pasta. No onions, please. I'm allergic to nuts. Water, please. Tastes great. Bill, please. Card okay? Keep the change. Thanks. You too. Now let's practice with a short mini dialogue using some of these phrases. Hello, welcome. Table for 2? Yes, please. Would you like to sit by the window? That would be lovely. Here's your menu. Can I get you something to drink? Just water for now. Ready to order? Yes, I'll have the grilled chicken, and I'll take the pasta. Anything else? That's all for now. Enjoy your meal. Thank you. Let's repeat with speed and rhythm. Welcome. 2 people? Yes. Window seat? Great. Menus here? Drinks? Just water. Ready? Chicken? Pasta? Anything more? That's all. Enjoy. Thanks. You're doing very well keeping up with these shadowing exercises. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about practicing every day, repeating real sentences, and letting your brain and mouth work together. Even if you make small mistakes, keep going. The more you shadow, the more fluent you will become. Just like music, English has a rhythm. When you speak it regularly, it becomes a part of you. Try repeating your daily activities out loud in English, using the same structure. I wake up, I brush my teeth, I go outside, I drink tea, I talk with a friend, I listen to music. This habit will make you comfortable and confident in no time. Let's continue now with one more daily story for shadowing practice. This one is about a young woman named Anna, who lives in New York City. Anna is 22 years old and recently graduated from university. She now works at a marketing agency in Manhattan. Every morning, she wakes up at 7:15 a.m. She checks her messages while still in bed. Then she gets up and heads to the kitchen. She makes coffee and prepares toast with peanut butter. She listens to the news while eating. After breakfast, she takes a shower and gets dressed. She usually wears jeans and a blazer. By 8:30, she is out the door and walking to the subway station. She takes the train to her office, which is about 25 minutes away. During the ride, she listens to English podcasts to improve her language skills. She arrives at the office by 9 a.m. She greets her coworkers and starts checking her email. Throughout the morning, she works on social media posts, answers client messages, and prepares reports. She takes a short coffee break at 11. She enjoys chatting briefly with her colleague before returning to her desk. At 1 p.m., Anna eats lunch, usually something quick like a sandwich or a salad. She sometimes goes outside to eat, if the weather is nice. In the afternoon, she attends a team meeting and works on a marketing plan. She writes content, edits images, and schedules posts for clients. Her work ends at 5:30 p.m. She leaves the office and walks to a nearby bookstore. She enjoys reading and often buys 1 or 2 books each week. After that, she takes the subway home. At home, She takes a short rest, changes into comfortable clothes, and begins preparing dinner. She likes cooking pasta or making a vegetable stir-fry. She eats dinner while watching her favorite English TV show. Around 9 p.m., she reviews some vocabulary she learned during the day. She writes new words in a notebook. Before going to bed, she listens to soft music or reads a few pages of a book. At 10:30 p.m., she turns off the lights and goes to sleep. Now let's repeat the story with shorter, natural phrases. Anna wakes up, checks messages, makes coffee, and eats breakfast. She showers, gets dressed, and leaves for work. She takes the subway and listens to podcasts. At the office, she works on social media and emails. She takes a coffee break and talks with a colleague. After lunch, she joins a meeting and creates content. She finishes work and visits a bookstore. She goes home, cooks, eats, and watches a show. At night, she reviews vocabulary and reads before sleeping. Let's try questions and answers about Anna's routine. Who is Anna? She's a young woman working in marketing. Where does she live? New York City. What time does she wake up? 7:15 a.m. What does she do after breakfast? Takes a shower and gets dressed? How does she go to work? By subway. What does she do at work? Social media, emails, and meetings. What does she do after work? Visits a bookstore and goes home. What does she do before sleeping? Reviews vocabulary and reads. Now repeat, with short responses. Name, Anna. Job, marketing, city, New York, wake-up time, 7:15, commute, subway, tasks, emails and content, after work, bookstore and home, night, vocabulary and reading. Now we'll do a few more daily dialogues to end our shadowing session with useful and practical speaking practice. First, at a coffee shop. Hi, what can I get for you? 1 cappuccino, please. Any sugar or milk? No sugar, but add a little milk. Small or large? Large, please. That'll be $4. Here you go. Thanks. Your drink will be ready soon. Again, but faster. Hi, what'll you have? Cappuccino, sugar or milk? Just milk? Size? Large, $4. Here, thanks. Ready soon. Now let's practice a conversation at a clothing store. Excuse me, do you have this shirt in a larger size? Let me check. Yes. We have it in large and extra large. I'll take the large. Would you like to try it on? Yes. Where's the fitting room? Right over there. It fits well. I'll buy it. Great. Come to the counter. Cash or card? Card. All set. Thanks for shopping. Now repeat fluently. Have this in large? Yes. Large and extra large. I'll try large. Fitting room? That way. It fits. I'll buy it. Card, please. Done. Thanks. Let's end with some positive encouragement and useful phrases to shadow that you can say to yourself every day. Repeat after me. I can speak English clearly. I am improving every day. I practice with confidence. I learn from my mistakes. I enjoy speaking English. I believe in myself. My English is getting better. I am proud of my progress. Every day is a new chance. I will keep going and never give up. Now again, but smoother. I speak clearly. I improve daily. I'm confident. I learn from mistakes. I enjoy learning. I believe in myself. My English improves. I'm proud. Every day counts. I won't give up. Before we wrap up, let's review why shadowing is so powerful. Shadowing helps you practice, listening and speaking at the same time. It trains your mouth to move smoothly. It helps your ears catch sounds you didn't notice before. It improves your pronunciation and your memory of phrases. It helps you feel more confident when speaking English in public. It's also flexible. You can do it anytime and anywhere. On a walk, in your room, while doing dishes, or before going to sleep. The more you shadow, the easier speaking will feel. Start with short sentences, then move to longer ones. Repeat real conversations, daily routines, and short stories. Speak with emotion. Listen and copy the rhythm. Don't worry about mistakes. Don't stop if you get stuck. Keep going. That's how fluency is built. Through practice, repetition, and real language. If you've made it this far in the video, give yourself a big smile. You just completed a full shadowing practice session. You listened, repeated, practiced daily routines, short stories, questions, and dialogues. You learned how to speak more naturally and confidently. Keep doing it every day. Make shadowing part of your routine. And remember, the key to fluency is not speed, it's consistency. Thank you so much for spending your time learning with me today. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming English practice videos. Your support helps us make more helpful content for learners like you. I'm Natasha, and I'll see you again in the next episode. Keep practicing and keep speaking. Bye for now.